A bunch of Nick Cannons is crazy because there would be no more good music.
Oh, some say they do it for children. They want kids.
Yeah,
kids. I mean, all right, let's stick.
It's for quote unquote generational wealth.
It's not generational wealth. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. That is not how it works.
It's like if they're building a little army. They found that younger generations, including millennials and Gen Z, were less likely to say that polygamy is morally acceptable.
Okay.
Compared to older generations.
Okay.
I honestly thought it would have been different.
Right. In what sense?
In the sense that we grew up and viewing marriage and like the traditional steps that people expected us to take. You know what I mean?
Like dating.
Yeah, like first you date, and then it's like marriage. But even though, to each their own, I know a lot of people that they just, it's rare, I think, when people wait to be married before they're intimate. It's like very, it's rare.
I mean, marriage is different everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, everybody got a different way to celebrate marriage. Some people are very like quiet and timid. Most people, like a big bang, But a lot of the times it's a lot of paperwork. It's a contract, like it's
like a business deal.
It's like a change of a last name. It's a business agreement. It's a house loan. It's taxes. It's a mortgage. It's debt.
Let's keep it like some people are just scared of straight up commitment.
All right. Yeah, totally. Definitely. I mean, I had a teacher one time tell me that he was a lawyer. Okay. So hopefully that gives you a little backstory. And he really just made it clear that marriage really was an agreement. And I can see why we don't want to be married nowadays because it costs a lot of money.
Well, yeah, so does divorce.
Yeah, it comes with marriage, But marriage comes from when, like I'm pretty sure, it states that it comes from, like, Greece, China, and Rome. They all practiced marriage. And it comes from this, like, old school, way to, process land or, like, take a daughter or, like, I don't know, like...
There was a lot of arranged marriages.
Right. There's still arranged marriages.
A lot of arranged marriages. And just seeing how all of that unfolds and like today, it's like the divorce rates is crazy.
Yeah.
But then it's also like you have the people that they know how expensive it is to divorce, so they don't want to do it.
I mean, I feel like growing up with a single parent,
they just be like roommates.
You definitely feel the weight when you're coming from a single parent household versus a 2-parent household. That's considered already an advantage to come from a 2-parent household. That you're considered in America already.
I'm sure
granted with an advantage.
I'm sure
coming from a 2-parent home household. And I felt that one. I know I feel that one. So I can already understand why most people in our generation don't want that. Like, we grew up with I hear a lot of single mom stories. We still got single mothers out here.
Yeah.
Trying not to be single mothers out here. And I think about what that says about our generation and our community and how we grew up and the influences we came up on. We talked about media.
Man. I mean, back then, family was like a huge backbone for a lot of people, and people were more prideful about that. And I feel like even nowadays, you find a lot of people I think I myself am one of them, that it's like people that grow up more detached from family. Just, it's just like something that's so common now.
Yeah.
Like you find a lot of people in the holidays that they spend the holidays alone. And it's just like, that's not something that would be common back then, because it's like, no matter how messed up a family was, like they made you like do what you had to do, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
family
you didn't have a
first.
choice. Like you didn't have a choice. Like
family had to
if
come
you
first.
did XYZ, principalmente, like especially with women, bro, any little thing you did was like a shame to the family.
Yeah.
And even now, even now in the Dominican culture, it's little things that is just like
that come with that traditional mindset, and that's really what it came down to, that people aren't down for that anymore. And it's like, what does that have to say? And I think it results in a lot of mental health issues. Like everybody has a bonding issue, a communication issue, anger issues, depression, anxiety, because of all that peer pressure that comes with essentially having to step up and be that quote unquote husband, because we're not gonna sit here and talk about, the men that are babied by their mamas. Like,
oh my God, most of the Dominicans that I know.
Don't say that.
Sorry,
That's not what we're saying. We love you.
Sorry,
We love you guys. We love you guys. It's okay.
Shout out to my ex. Because he.
Anyways,
man child. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, even then, like, they grow up with this idea, like, men are really, like, growing up with this idea of what a woman is like, and sometimes that role of seeing their mom feed them, pay the rent,
they want their girlfriends to be like their mom.
Do their laundry, like, make sure everything is clean, and you just come in and out when you want, and, give your mama money. Like, your mama need to love you unconditionally. We know this. They
have to.
You have to pull your own weight, honey.
They have to.
Like,
they have to.
It's one of those things that women don't want to put up with that anymore. No. And it's a constant thing. So I can see how that kind of contributes. And there are men, not to even sit here and flip it, because we're just two females, of course. We want to hit every demographic of our viewer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Men don't want to be the provider anymore. Like, not a lot of men are finding the ability to commit easy anymore. They're more depressed now. They're lonelier.
Yeah, but then how do you think that contributes to
polygamy?
The decline of monogamy in itself? Because it's like right now it's weird, because right now technically we're supposed to be as more connected than possible because of the internet and everything, right? You have what's that thing? Tinder, Bumble, all that stuff. Like everything, all that is supposed to be like, like connecting, and you're finding your match and all this, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then if all those apps are working, then why are these men so lonely? And why is like,
I don't think these apps are doing what they say they're supposed to be doing. Like, you meet people, I don't be on that. And we know what goes down.
I don't be on that. I'm not paying to meet anyone. Let me tell you something. I'm not paying to meet people.
And the thought of thinking you would meet someone, and that's not what happens. It ends up just being some dude being a pervert per usual, and like things just don't work.
Or like that Tinder swindler.
Yeah, like no, things are dangerous out here, and you know what?
Tinder swindler.
And I think that's why it's like that, because
that's scary.
Yeah. Not the Tinder swindler. No, you gotta be careful out here. That's why you gotta be careful out here when using these apps too, because a lot of the times people aren't who they say they are anymore. Yeah. They're not. Like, people usually portray like a false perception of themselves, unfortunately, and is that what we think is making it harder for? Well, they're saying polygamy is on the rise now, so.
Which is crazy, because
too many options, too many, like.
It's like your next option is a swipe away. That's kind of scary.
Right.
Like, you really, really have to trust somebody to have a good relationship nowadays, because sometimes it'll feel like it's you against the internet.
Mm-hmm. So we can say that. I feel like it's so easy to sit here and pinpoint like just one demographic, because I know there are more than just, that one specific area that I'm sure there are a lot of people.
Like the Dominicans with the hidden families.
Right.
Vamos a hablar.
With the multiple families. Yeah,
Ustedes son unos sinvergüenza.
Ustedes
son unos sinvergüenza, en verdad.
Oh my goodness.
But it's okay because nunca pasan hambre.
Right.
Esos hombres nunca pasan hambre.
Right. Like they and they have more to gain out of it. They just more beliefs. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then there's more men than women. I mean, there's more women than men on the earth.
Overall, yeah.
There's more women than men on the earth. I mean, that's due to evolution. That's because there has to be. We make more. Like people.
We are just, you know?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Darwin's theory of evolution at its core, dude.
That was perfect.
Like, what can multiply, survival of the fittest, y'all. It is what it is. Survival of the fittest. Some say they do it for children. They want kids.
Yeah.
Kids. I mean, all right. Let's
That's like
down.
the men that like have kids with multiple women. And some are okay with that agreement, though.
Oh my God.
Some are okay with that agreement when it comes to, them having a lot of offspring.
It's not realistic.
It's for quote unquote generational wealth.
It's not generational wealth. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. That is not how it works.
It's like if they're building a little army.
That's so weird.
It's for quote unquote generational wealth.
It's not generational wealth. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. That is not how it works. It's like if they're
building a little army.
Oh my God, you saw that post?
Okay.
Did you see that post that literally was like the generation like 50,000 years from now, and there was a bunch of Nick Cannon. Oh no, that shit was hilarious.
A bunch of Nick Cannons is crazy because there would be no more good music.
Oh, DJ Rec. DJ Rec. Stop it. Stop. Oh my. Our generation just wants a lot of people.
Yeah.
We want a lot of people. We want everything. Why? Why do we want everything?
And it's like,
it's so greedy. Like, you gotta say there is a big open energy towards sexuality now. We can't sit here and ignore that. We're sexy creatures.
So when last time was
Are
it
you
was
a
you that
sexy
we went to a
creature?
sex shop?
Yeah.
Oh, that trip to the sex shop.
Sexy creatures. We are sexual beings. There is a heightened belief, especially millennials. We believe in self-pleasure, self-care, self-love. Us. We want our own value. We value ourselves. I value me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I'm not the next person or whatever. But
that sex shop opened up my eyes.
Is that the
That sex shop opened up my eyes.
No shaming. We don't shame. Like,
I just wasn't ready for that. Like 4-foot black.
Yeah.
Like, why would someone buy that?
Pleasure.
And like with the detail of the veins and
we love it. We love it all. We love it here. It's okay. We support. We support this message.
And it looked used. Eso magnifica.
She's probably just for display.
Yeah, she getting displayed, all right.
Yeah, it's not like a pussy light, whatever the frick is called, a flush. Not it.
Some little lifelike.
It was very
silicone
it was so soft.
vaginas.
It was so soft. I don't know what it was about it. It was just so soft.
And like they make them like all like detailed, like every layer and because we have layers.
No, leave it on. And we're still going.
Yo, we got layers.
We got layers.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Even ethically, like emotionally speaking, we have layers. There's layers to us. Mm-hmm. There's layers.
There are layers, and there's a heightened layer for pleasure.
Yeah.
What in whatever form.
You could have someone that you're emotionally connected to,
right?
But then you could have a stronger sexual connection with someone else.
Speak the truth.
Eso. Or it's just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nah, just don't.
That's crazy.
Let them think. You know, think about that. Let them think of the people. Let them think of who it was. You know, sometimes it'd be a hot summer night in a foreign country. But a couple dwanks.
With the what?
Dwanks.
What's that?
Drinks.
Drakes.
No. I wish.
Drake.
Where? No, blanks.
Drake.
Blanks. Drinks.
Okay. I heard wrong.
With a couple drinks. And you're feeling hot. And you're feeling sexy.
I'm feeling sexy. I want to hear you say my name, boy.
And then you see him.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
tonight, I'll be naughty.
That's right. Oh, no, my girl. Oh, my goodness.
In the turn.
I just showed my age on camera with the phone thing. I now have to learn how to refer to a phone like this.
Say what?
I have to refer to a phone like this. This is how you refer. We don't do this anymore.
Oh, why?
We have to stay young with the people.
Who's doing the patty cake?
That's not the patty cake. Literally, there was this video where apparently they showed a little girl, and they're like, "Oh, talk to the phone," and she was like, and then an older generation was like, she went like this, and then
it is like this.
All right, here's another one. Here's a good one. Ready? Here's a good one for the
camera.
It is
like this.
Take a picture.
Oh, you know.
Take
You're gonna make me do it.
Just act like you're gonna take a picture.
You just showed your age. What the fuck?
The little girl went like this. Because take a picture now means this.
Nah, it's clicky.
But why?
Click. Because that's how the camera used to be.
Used to be, bitch. I just told you. You showed your age.
All right, but even the all right, if you download the app, how about the camera emoji? Nah, the camera emoji is still this type of camera.
I'm telling you, the little girl went like this, bro. I promise.
You went like this?
For what?
To take a picture?
Yeah, because remember selfie.
Oh, to take a selfie. But if I'm taking a picture of you, then what I'm gonna do?
I promise you, bro. Nah, take a picture. She did this. Because think about it. How do you take a picture nowadays? How is a 3-year-old gonna take a picture?
Ask Elise. She knows.
How does she take a picture?
She pressed a little button.
Exactly. But again, take a picture.
All right, yeah.
You see?
I'ma still do this though.
Wow.
I'ma still do this.
Wow.
And if you ask me if the frame is good, right there. Right there. Boom.
Oh, nope.
Boom.
Nope. We're mourning monogamy.
That's crazy because Sex in the City was very much around monogamy. Well, no.
No.
It was an aspiring monogamist, aka Carrie.
Nah.
Carrie believed in monogamy.
But then everybody loved Miranda.
Remember
Samantha.
she called herself a serial monogamist?
Mm-hmm. And then she ended up single.
Oh, Carrie.
Yeah. There you have it.
Well, it's because Mr. Big was more towards polygamy, and he was older.
Back to the topic.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, see, this doesn't, you see what I'm saying? Why? We could sit here and sit around circles, but people want to be be more open with their relationships. I think it's also just because they want to. At the end of the day, what works out for you works out for you. Our generation was a swinger.
Swingers?
Yeah, we're swingers. It came down to, the Gen Z were a little bit more open to an open relationship, whereas millennials, like a good chunk of us agreed to it, but at the end of the day, a lot of us are still diehards, for a happy ending.
Yeah,
True love.
We did grow up, with our Disney movies and
Right.
happily ever afters.
Yeah.
What is a happily ever after now?
But see, that's the thing. It never showed the end of the story. There was a movie that made a really good joke, and it was like porn. They fucked after.
That's it.
Yup.
That's it.
That's literally it. Porn.
That's crazy.
They had sex.
There's no more carriage and.
No, now that's animal torture. Now it's torture. Now it's considered doing the most. Do you think relationships are the most? Marriage is the most. I feel like that's what it comes down to in America. Like, I feel like we're taught to be more open and like go out for our own ventures and like venture out and gaining our own independence and having our say in a sense. Like, that's still kind of the root of this country's foundation. Whether or not, like, regardless of everything that's going on, we still have a say. So within this country, we can't cut corners.
And we're back. That was good, right?
I can't stand you. Camera freaking died, of course.
Yeah, man. We're just breaking in that YouTube shoot.
We're amateurs still.
We're here.
And we're back. So you were talking about roommates. What is a roommate? Like, people that choose to be roommates. Like, what is that for the people?
Yeah, man. That's like, there's so many people that they sometimes, it's as simple as like you fall out of love with people. And then next thing you know, you have a whole family. You have 2-3 kids. You have a mortgage. You have other responsibilities that it just gets more complicated if you divide the family up and start that whole process. So you end up with what a lot of people call a roommate situation where, you're with that person, but you're not really with that person.
Right.
And then ironically enough, that's when polygamy comes into factor, bro.
Yeah.
Again. Because let me tell you, like, some people will have, like, even some as simple as, like, a gym crush, right? Like, you'll have a marriage that's in a roommate situation, but the person could have someone else at the gym. The other person could have someone at their job. Y todo el mundo, like, everyone just goes on about their business, knowing damn well that
that you don't check. That you choose not to check because sometimes it just be the right choice and you're trying to keep your own peace.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Yeah, man. It's just. Oh, it's 11:11.
English.
Okay.
But
yeah,
more options. Definitely more options. Definitely open for more sexual exploration, sexual desire.
Yeah.
More just feeding into what you need to, like, doing what you got to do, but still being able to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I guess.
But it's also like, I feel like maybe people don't want to keep all of their eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Because there's also so many relationships that, yeah, it's a relationship, but it'll be a broken relationship. It'll be missing something. Or like relationships that are just for Instagram that look good.
Is that just being lazy though? Like, that's so...
But there's so many relationships that are like that it's just like, oh, my mom wants me to be with this kind of person, or my dad wants me to be with this kind of guy. And they'll have that to fulfill that and, make that one person happy. But then they will know deep down that they they have a deeper connection, let's say, with a dude from the hood, you know, and you don't know why, but the connection is there. But you're acting like you want to be with the accountant.
Thug love.
But you want to, you know, but you'll pretend like you want to be with the doctor, or you want to be with the accountant, or you want to be with whatever. And meanwhile, you have the deeper connection with someone that like is maybe just having, you know, starting up a business, and you know, maybe they don't have it like 1,000% together yet.
Like a free spirit, you know, or they just like, talk to you right sometimes, you know, or
just the right touch.
You know. Ciao.
Dun, 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 dun. That's
touch.
Yeah, no, that sometimes you don't have control over who you connect with.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Definitely. So I guess, you know, it's safe to say we could probably wrap this up. Like,
yes, ma'am.
Final question, is monogamy dead? Is this what this is coming down to?
I truly hope not. Mm-hmm. And that's just like my personal opinion, but I hope not, because it's just, let's just ignore the fact that, you know, that whole population statistic of the fact that there's more women than men, and that I know and have heard men today that use that to justify their behavior and their patterns and their numerous partners.
Right. There's not that much. Like,
so there's, you know, there's certain people that will use that sort of statistic though as to like, oh yeah, you know, but there's plenty of women. So
I can't. There isn't. That's inappropriate.
So it's just like, come on, like, it's like my stepdad used to say, excuses are like assholes. Everybody has one. And to this day, I don't forget that. I don't forget that.
That's hilarious.
I hope monogamy isn't dead, because then, even though marriage is still pretty much like a business deal, it's a contract, right?
Can I tell you what my dream is?
Your dream?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Miss America Part 2. Part 2.
I want to live in a world.
Go ahead.
Where I get to have a wedding. I want a wedding.
Yes.
But that doesn't sound like a reason to get married.
Damn.
Do I want a wedding? Of course. Do I want a ring on my finger? Yes.
It's a beautiful
Do I want to be financially like provided for? That does not come with it. Like, that's not guaranteed.
It's not.
Do you want to take on somebody else's debt? That's also a real question. I don't know. That's the reality of it. Do I want to believe in dying with someone? Yeah.
No one wants to die alone.
I love Romeo and Juliet. Like, as girlish as that sounds. I love that they...
I don't like how they just did.
No, son pendejos, pero you know, that's not the point.
They should have paid attention.
Like, stupid, like, dangerously in love, literally the definition.
Like, they should have paid attention.
But I think there's a beauty. I just think love is gorgeous and love is beautiful, and like, marriage is supposed to, in my belief, you're supposed to get with someone that, you know, despite that, I want to be with someone that despite all of that, you still want to do it. I don't want to sit here and be a vieja at 80 years old, como que nunca me casé pa nada.
Una vieja amargada.
And you know what is so funny? It's also kind of attributing to that single mom factor of, I need to be, like, married before I just want to be married.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay stuck with my kids. I'm sorry. I'll say that on camera. I'm not afraid. I don't give a fuck. I'll say that. I don't want to be stuck with my kids. In a marriage, you want to fight for the kids? You got it. Have them. Keep them. Go ahead. Facts.
She said, I've been waiting for you to turn 18, Roger.
Go ahead. Yo, what? Yes, take them. You want to know why? Because I would only... Okay. I can laugh about that because I would only have them if I got married.
Right.
And I would only have kids if I had gotten married because, again, it bonds you in a way of like, no, nigga, you can't just leave me. No, yo tengo tu social security, yo te tengo en papeles diciendo que tú eres mío, you owe me money, you owe me child support. I need that. Crazy, I'm a crazy bitch, I need that. Like, I like what it means. I like the contract, it makes me feel safe. Like,
give me some reassurance.
Some reassurance. I like insurance. Like, we need it. In America, we don't talk about it, but we need it, you know?
Yeah, you did mention that, like, in relation to single mothers.
Yeah.
And in those type of situations.
Yeah.
And how they could, you know, sometimes.
Influence you.
And, yeah.
And it definitely influenced me. I grew up as a single parent. I'm not going to sit here and, like, oh, well, that's why. No. Like, that's not what it is. It's a matter of, I know what it's like to be raised by someone where you're not financially stable.
Yeah.
And you're left with the burden of having to raise a family. And that responsibility has affected a lot of next generation male and females.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it. Like,
I know for sure I'm more independent because of that.
You know what? If I don't have to, if forever's not a guaranteed thing. Forever's not guaranteed. We don't live forever. That's not real. That's our dumbasses. I think that's why Twilight caught on so well, because it's the idea that we're going to live forever. Like, it's the only story that you can live forever.
Twilight?
Yeah, not even Titanic. You end forever. One of them dies. Jack dies. The greatest movie, the greatest romantic movie.
Of all time.
Of all time. He dies. Like, forever's not guaranteed. I watched this anime and trust me.
That's so sad.
Yeah, dude. It's sad. And that's why I feel like...
You ever think about death?
I do, but I try not to because it's going to be legendary. So, I'm not thinking about that. Right now, we're talking about love. And I feel like love is what people kill themselves for. And that's why I love Romeo and Juliet, because it's about the passion. And we're Latinos, and we're passionate people.
Oh, yeah.
Guitar riff.
In many different ways. Un sazón, mira.
Un sazoncito con esa. I love it.
Exactly. We something.
Yes.
We something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
I would like to at least be married. Polygamy, I could see why. Again, back to my dream. We got a little, of course. My dream is to be able to say I got married, because I wouldn't do it without being married. Mm-hmm. And there was a hair in my mouth.
A finger in your mouth.
Yeah, there's something in my mouth.
It's not 12 o'clock yet.
No, it is not. Yeah. My dream is to be able to get to a point where I would be a swinger with my husband. Like with my old-timey husband. But I'm searching for more of an enlightening experience, so I don't think that's the same thing. Because I want us to be able to take whoever and make it like a thing. And like,
you would be down for it?
No, I want to be able to get to that point.
Oh, okay. So that would be like
I want to reach that level of maturity. I'm not at that level of maturity.
That's strong.
I want to reach that level of maturity. I'm not there yet. I don't know how these Gen Zers do it. I'm not like that.
That's strong. Let me know when you get there.
Right. I will.
And how?
Healing.
But until now, it's very much my man. That's it. My man.
Ride or die. R.I.P.
My man.
Say something, bitch.
My man.
No. Do you have a wristband?
He don't have a wristband. Sorry.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's very much the vibe now. It's very much the vibe now. I know, for me.
Do you feel like wrapping it up for people? I mean, I guess we know why. There's both sides to everything, but do you feel like wrapping it up for the folks? I feel like we hit all the marks for the people.
Yeah, I think...
Do what you want. with my body.
Listen, we're living in a time. It's just everything is changing. Everything is changing
as
constantly.
long as it's consensual,
and it's just,
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. And like, just keep it safe. Keep it safe.
Exactly. Yes.
Don't forget to get checkups and just keep this good.
Yes, keep it all good. Whatever you got, keep it clean, keep it safe, keep it consensual, keep it healthy. We didn't even hit that mark. That's
don't
so
be
crazy.
Just out here. Don't just be out here just like willy nilly like a Chinese buffet.
Don't risk it. Wrap your biscuit, folks. This message was brought to you
by
Safe Health and Sexual Health.
Now back to you.
Well, folks, thanks for joining.
For real. This topic was crazy. I was not expecting these numbers when I tell you, but hey, man, I'm a keep monogamy in my prayers.
I don't think this is
to each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for your time. This wraps up our first episode, our official first episode. I know you guys have been waiting, so thank you so much. No, for real. A little quick note to our supporters. Thank you so much.
You awesome.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep spreading the word. And that's it, guys. It's a wrap.
We're your hosts, people. I'm Inez.
And I'm great. Great.
We'll see you next time.
Deuces. Not that ass.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Our eyes are so bloodshot. Bye.